At the end of the 19th century, Japan transformed from an insulated island nation into a powerful empire. Two major wars marked their rise. The first, Sino-Japanese War against China, and the second one, Russo-Japanese War against Russia. This conflict gives Japan control over Taiwan and eventually the annexation of Korea.
But how did Japan justify the conquests? What were the effects on the peoples who were colonized? And why is it still important to talk about this history today? Let's find out.
After the Meiji Restoration in 1868, Japan rapidly modernized its military, economy, and government. So Japan's motivations were clear: security and power. They wanted to control of nearby territories like Korea and Manchuria to protect their borders from Russia and China. Economic needs. Japan needed raw materials, farmland, and markets for its growing industries. Nation prides. Victories abroad would show that the Japan was a modern empire, equal to Britain, France, or Germany. After defeating China in 1895, Japan forced it to sign the Treaty of Shimonoseki, which gave Japan Taiwan. Local resistance was fierce, but Japan quickly crushed it. Under Japanese rule, Taiwan saw new relation roads and schools, but also censorship and land censures and suppression of local culture. A decade later, Japan shocked the world by defeating Russia and European power in the Russo-Japanese War. This victory gave Japan control over parts of Manchuria, relay rights, and eventually the chance to dominate Korea.
Now, the colonized peoples didn't stay silent. In Taiwan, guerrilla groups fought for years after the annexation. In Korea, the March 1st movement of 1919 brought millions of people into the streets to demand independence. Even in exile, Korean leaders continued their struggle until liberation in 1945. Japan's empire left a complex legacy. It brought industrial infrastructure, but mainly to benefit Japan. Culturally, it left deep wounds: loss of language, cultural suppression, and memories forced labor and violence. And politically, this history still affects East Asia today in tensions between Japan, China, and Korea.
So, why is it important to critically reflect on colonial history today? Because understanding the past helps us acknowledge historical injustice, recognize ongoing inequalities, avoid repeating the story, and build reconciliation between nations. Japan's imperial past is not just a story of power and modernization, it's also a story of domination, resistance, and lessons for the future.